The Arizona State University Library provides online research tools and library resources to over 90,000 students. Students use the library for checking out books and materials and for studying and getting help with research. The library offers course and research guides as well as tutorials that help students learn research skills. The library website allows students to search its catalog and databases for ebooks, journal articles, and other electronic materials. Each library branch has a unique set of specialized collections of materials that can be useful for research projects and course studies. Subject librarians at ASU are a key element in student success in their research endeavors. Librarians provide in-class instruction as well as individualized consultations for students, which includes in-depth assistance with finding materials and developing research skills. Librarians develop online training materials such as tutorials and library guides, which offer step-by-step instructions for searching databases, finding topics, and using other library resources. They work with instructors to develop assignments and solutions for projects requiring library use. Many librarians also curate collections of books and materials for specific topics or categories. In a school as large as Arizona State University, there are just not enough librarians to offer the level of training and support required. ASU enrollment is well over 90,000 students and growing. Librarians are overburdened to keep up with the growing needs from a constantly growing school and need a helpful alternative. In support of the other methods of training offered, a need exists for a training solution that lives on the platform where most students communicate, the mobile network. The solution envisioned is one that utilizes emerging technologies in order to engage students and hold their interest. Students should be able to access the tool easily on any mobile device and receive instruction at the moment of need, as they are physically walking through the library. The options provided in the app should help them to become familiar with library facilities and to access its resources. At Arizona State University, we need a way to reach more of our students and patrons.
The Hayden Library will be starting major renovations in the fall of 2017, and following the principles of the libraries of the future, are designing the library to make it more focused on student success, collaboration, and showcasing the library. According to the Hayden Library Administration, the renovation of the Hayden Library will result in a more welcoming, inspiring, and engaging place to be. The new Hayden will be a showcase, showplace, and showroom for the new American University. We have a unique opportunity to obtain funding as part of the renovation efforts over the next 2 years. Integrating emerging technologies to assist students and patrons is in keeping with their vision. To meet the needs of the newly renovated library, the OneApp team will develop a mobile app that combines augmented reality and game elements to improve the experience of library patrons. Augmented reality will allow the mobile app to overlay contextual information on top of the mobile device's screen and assist the user in finding and utilizing library facilities, materials, and resources. Using a mobile app will allow us to reach the largest number of users through a combination of smartphone, tablet, and wearable technology platforms. The mobile app will have access to real and virtual library services, and interactive features will enhance and complement library services. The mobile app will act as an alternative to traditional online library resources. It will be free to distribute and will be made widely available through smartphones, tablets, and other mobile devices. Its low learning curve will not require extensive training for library staff, and training kits will be simple to develop and implement. Augmented reality displays will create intuitive, engaging, and user-friendly interfaces that patrons will enjoy to use. Additionally, the utilization of emerging technologies aligns with the renovation strategy for ASU libraries and ensures that the campus library stays relevant with technology adoption and providing the best possible experience for its users. Having an interactive mobile app will meet the needs of many students and patrons and will decrease the demand for our librarians' time. The 3D contextual displays will promote the interaction between users and the library and will improve the accessibility, navigation, and discovery of library resources. The user-friendly and engaging interface will encourage on-site exploration of everything the library has to offer over traditional online resources. It will also be a useful tool for those returning to the library after renovations have been completed to familiarize themselves with the new library experience.
Library One is a series of augmented reality experiences that patrons can participate in using augmented reality devices such as tablet computers and smart glasses in various locations around the library. Deliverables will include 3 programs. 1, a self-guided tour that patrons can complete by checking out augmented reality glasses and then moving through locations around the library that have been selected by librarians to showcase certain features of the new building. 2, an enhancement of the Ask a Librarian service that will allow patrons to trigger augmented experiences on their own phones or other internet-enabled devices. And 3, a scavenger hunt game that leads patrons to new areas of the library that have been added as part of the expansion and remodel. An added benefit of the software we selected to develop these applications is that it is all free and open source and can easily be shared with patrons so that they can create their own augmented and mixed reality applications. The software is user-friendly and can be mastered by library staff without the need for an outside developer to create the environments and applications. This is also important because it will allow ongoing expansion and modification of the augmented environments so that there will be new reasons for patrons to come back for added experiences. Merged reality, also referred to as mixed or hybrid reality, involves the blending of real and virtual worlds so that it appears that objects, videos, text, etc. appear in the real physical world in real time with the observer. The Merged Reality Tour features librarian-created content that appears over the top of and blended into the physical environment. Merged reality allows for a more immersive experience than most basic augmented applications. For the virtual tour, patrons will check out tablet computers that are preloaded with the augmented reality application, as well as a pair of smart glasses that will allow patrons to witness the merged reality overlays that have been developed to enhance the library exploration experience. If patrons don't want to carry around a bulky tablet computer, then they can download the software onto their own smartphones and use their phones to power the merged experience. The tour will show students how to find subject areas and books in the book stacks using navigational tools and directional overlays, giving students directions to different locations throughout the building, and by directing students to specific book sections, shelves, and to specific books. Certain books will be used as part of the tour. Students will use the built-in augmented reality triggers to focus on something on a book cover that launches an event, such as a video about the book or a display of the book's content summary. This can be used to make content or characters from the books appear to come to life. Additional content can be developed over time by working with visual communications classes to have animation and visual arts students produce their own book-related animations that can later be added to the application. The flexibility of the software allows this kind of future modification and expansion. The second part of the application is an enhancement to the existing Ask a Librarian service where librarians answer frequently asked questions through various communication channels, including chat and email. Pre-stored responses are saved and modified to respond to students' questions. Data collected by the Ask a Librarian service allows librarians to answer the most common questions and to post their responses in a place where all patrons have access to the answers. We will take the most common questions from the Ask a Librarian service and build them into interactive, augmented experiences that will not only help to answer questions, but will give students a deeper, richer experience that will help to apply and retain the knowledge gained. Augmented reality creates unforgettable experiences, and learning outcomes are improved by the interactive elements that enhance student engagement. The Ask a Librarian service is built on the most basic augmented design principles. This product will include posters that are strategically placed around the library. The posters will include information about the service, directions for getting the app, and will be accompanied by pictures of librarians who will be answering the students' questions. Students will look for the signs throughout the building. They will open the application on their device and focus their camera on a picture of a librarian, and this will trigger their device to automatically begin playing the video that is assigned to that trigger. These events can include all manner of other triggers. Pop-up information boxes can help to explain the points made in the video post. Pop-up menus can direct students to other resources. Directional information can point students toward physical resources or spaces around the library. Using concepts and tools from the virtual tour and the Ask a Librarian tool, librarians will create scavenger hunt triggers and events so that students may engage in learning throughout the library through principles of game design and a truly immersive experience that they participate in directly. Models, triggers, and game elements can be changed periodically so that the scavenger hunt experience is constantly growing, changing, or revealing new library features. One of the most important aims of this project is to produce not only a product that will be useful at ASU's Hayden Library, but also to produce replicable methods that can be modified for use at other libraries. A final deliverable will include publishing the results after successful implementation. Successful implementation will be measured through user surveys, observation, and by tracking patrons' questions in the Ask a Librarian database to see if users ask the same questions that are covered in the tour and the Ask a Librarian service at the same frequency as they did before. We will be looking for conferences, workshops, and publications where we will share our findings. The ASU Library has a news channel. We will post videos and stories there, as well as on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We will work with our library communications and marketing teams to promote the service throughout the library and to all of the major departments on campus. We will apply to present at the annual Library Orientation Exchange Conference, as well as at conferences organized by the American Library Association, American Research Libraries, at EDUCAUSE, and at other meetings of library and educational institutions nationally and worldwide.
If our solution is adopted, we anticipate several key benefits to arise. First and foremost, we see this app generating a lot of excitement. Therefore, there will be an increase in the level of engagement from all people that participate. This will be especially true for those that are new to using the library as a resource. Because of the immersive and hands-on nature of augmented reality, we will also witness more active learning taking place. Patrons to the library will be using this app to develop important skills that will aid them throughout their education. Doing it in this manner gets them involved directly, rather than a person or document passively explaining how to do something or where to go. We also predict the workload of librarians to lessen in regards to basic questions, navigating the library, or giving tours. This release of extra time will help extend their abilities to more students requiring assistance, furthering the mission and quality of service at the library. We cannot deny the fact that augmented reality as a technology is really exciting and cutting edge. It is not a good idea to implement technology just for the sake of saying so. This is indeed not the case, and this app is a great example of a technology being able to demonstrate real benefits. The OneApp experience will also be integrated into the Freshman Experience course, or also known as ASU 101. We expect to see at least a 35% increase in digital literacy scores as a result of using the tools in the app. Through all of this, we are also planning on a replicable design that we hope can be utilized by other university locations or state institutions.
We believe that Library OneApp will be an important tool in helping ASU Library to become the library of the future. If this grant is awarded, the funds received will be used for development, equipment and material, promotional resources, and training costs. We thank you for your time and consideration and hope that you have enjoyed our presentation.